Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I am going to cover ads, Facebook ads. Now to get there, you can either click on the Ads Manager here, or you can go up here and do Create Ad. Now there are different types of ads that you can do on Facebook. And the first one is Boost Your Post, and this means when you make a post on your page, you can boost it. And there's also a method that you can boost a post that doesn't show on your page, which is called a dark post. I'll teach you that in a later video. And then promote your page. This will get more likes for your page. Send people to your website. It's exactly that. If you have a website and you want people to check out your website, then you'll use this one. Increase conversions on your website. This one you can use retargeting pixels, and I'll also cover pixels and conversions. And this one is for getting installs of your app. And so if you have an app out there that you want people to install, use that one and increase engagement on your app. Raise attendance at your event. So if you've got an event and you want to get more people to come, then you'll use this one. Get people to claim your offer. That's also self-explanatory, and get video views. So out of all of these, you'll get the cheapest reach with get video views, because videos usually get a lot more reach than the others. So those are the basic ads, and we will go through and cover them in more depth in a later video. Now I'm going to show you how to use a custom audience for an ad. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come to your audiences. Right, and then when you're in your audiences, you'll select your audience and then click Create Ad. Now let's say for this one we want to promote the page. Then you just select which one it is. So we'll go with Funky Fish, even though Funky Fish is not a fishing company and the audience we chose is fishing. This is just for an example. And then you can name your campaign here. It will already put one there for you. And then you make sure your account info is correct. And then your custom audience will be in here. You can see it's already added all of the interest and connections. If you want to change something, you can. And then if you want to make any small changes and save it, you can do it there. Then you come down here and you'll set your daily budget. You can either set it continuously or you can set an end date. Then here you can optimize for either page likes or clicks. So you can choose if you want more people to like the page or more people to click on it. You can set here if you want to set a target bid per like. If you know what you want to pay, then you can set it there, or you can set get the most at the best price. Okay, and next we have ad scheduling, and you can run your ads on a schedule if you have a lifetime budget. And then the last one is the ad set name. And here you can create your ad where you'll select which images or which videos that you would like to use. And then here you'll add your text that is going to show up above the ad like this. And it will show you in real time what the ad looks like here. And then you can see also what it will look like on the mobile newsfeed. And you can see what it's going to look like on the right column. So that's what your ad will look like. And then you can change the headline if you want in advanced options. Landing view is where when they click it, where they'll go. So either it'll go to your timeline or your photos. And I usually leave this set to timeline because then they can see the other posts on the page as well. So that is how you use a custom audience to create a ad, and I didn't have to do it with page likes. I just used page likes for the example. Okay, one last thing that I should mention is that for the artwork that you're going to use for your ad, you cannot have more than 20% of the picture be text. So you can see here there's actually no text in this image, and these are the kind of images that Facebook likes best, and they say that according to statistics, people click on images with less text rather than more text. So you have to make sure that your image does not have more than 20% text, or else Facebook will reject it. And I'm going to show you a trick later how to sneak your way around this rule, but just keep in mind that you should keep your visuals less text rather than more text. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so the first type of ad I'm going to show you about is a page post engagement ad, or a PPE ad. And there are two ways to do a page post engagement ad. One is to come here and go to create an ad, which will bring you to this page, and then you just click on boost your post. The other way is to go directly to your page. If you use the Business Manager, then you'll have to click on Manage Page with Business Manager. If not, you won't have to do that. And then you come to the post that you want to boost, and you just click on Boost Post, and you can do a page post engagement ad that way as well. But for this one, I'm going to show you how to go through and do it using it this way. So to start, you just click Boost Post, then you select the page, and then you select your post that you would like to boost, and continue. And if you haven't added an ad account, then it will show this, enter your account info, and then here we come down to audiences, and you can see here on the right that it says your audience is broad, because right now we just have targeted all of Cambodia from ages 18 to 65. So to get the audience definition more specific, you have to add interests. So for this example, we'll just do shopping and fashion accessories. And if you're running your own ad, you will add more than one interest, but I'm just adding one for this example. So now my potential reach, you can see down here, is 1,900,000 people for targeting Cambodia, but now I need to set it to women because this is a women's store. And now we see it's down to 780,000 people. And it says here now my audience is defined. If you want to add behaviors, then you can add behaviors here as well, like if you're targeting travelers or people with specific digital activities. I'm not going to target behaviors for this ad. Then here you can say if they're connected to your page or connected to a friend of your page, or don't include people who like my page. And then you can do the same for apps and events. So this is very useful as well. And you can do advanced combinations as well by clicking here, and then you can do different combinations. And then you're going to set your budget, and then you can go ahead and leave this at post engagement. But if you would like to also try out with daily unique reach, impressions, and clicks, you can do those as well. But I suggest go ahead and leave it on post engagement to start off with, and then you can decide if you want to set your amount that the post engagement is worth, or just get it for the best price. And if you want to schedule your ads, you can as well. And then we come down here and we see what the ad actually looks like. So it shows our ad, and here's the text. And if you're wondering about the language, it's Khmer. I live in Cambodia and my clients are in Cambodia as well, so that's why it's there. And then you can review your order if you would like here. And if you don't want to review it, then you can place your order. After you place your order, then Facebook will review it, and if they think it's okay, then they'll approve it. And be sure to check out the section on the types of ads that Facebook does not allow, because that'll show you what to avoid so you don't get your account banned. Now I'm going to come down to where it says how much do you want to spend, and I'm going to change it from daily budget to lifetime budget. You can do this either way you want, but I usually do it this way, and I schedule my post for different start and stop times. And you don't have to do it this way, but this is just how I do it. If you want, you can also do a daily budget and then just set an end date, or you can set it to run continually until you stop it. So for my lifetime budget, I like to set it like that so I know exactly how much I'm going to spend completely on the ad and I won't forget about it and later come back to find that it spent way more than I wanted to. And since this is just a demo, I'm just going to put $5 on this one. And then my start, most of the people are on my page in the evening around 6 o'clock. So I'm going to set this to 6 p.m. and I'll have it stop on Monday. Oh, and one more thing I'm going to change is the age, because this is a shopping, fashion, accessories, more targeting teenagers and young adults. So I'm going to change this one to about 30. And you see now our audience is 680,000. This is a local store, so I'm going to add the city. And now I'm at 600,000. And if I want to save the audience, I can save it here. I'm not going to because I actually have a much more specific targeted audience group for this one on another account. I'm just doing this one for an example for you guys. And then I'll come down here, make sure everything looks right, and I'll change my ad set name. And I'd name it something that I'm going to be able to know right away, and also use the search filter for the reporting and filter out all of these. So for all my clients, I use it's Funky Fish, so I use FF, so I know that this one is Funky Fish. Now I can add more details if I want, like earbuds. That way later when I'm looking at the different posts, I can see exactly how the different product post ads did. In it, you can't read it because it's Kamae, but it's basically asking them what they think this is. And the answer, of course, is earbuds. So we're trying to engage them by asking questions. Okay, then I'll place my order. And now an interesting thing that you can do, you can either continue or you can create a similar ad. Now what it's going to do is it's going to duplicate everything that you just did, but now you can change some things inside of it. So if you want to change the campaign, you can change it here if you want to make it a different campaign, or if you want to change the ad set, then you just change the ad set. And then you can just make small changes inside to where maybe you target a different interest, maybe you target different ages. That way you can start split testing and test different things and see what kind of conversions and results you get from the two different ads. And I really recommend doing this because then you're going to be able to see and find an even more targeted audience than you did before. This one, for example, shopping and fashion, is very broad. I would probably want to narrow it down and make it more specific, or target people that I know are going to be more likely to come into the shop, because maybe not everyone in shopping and fashion ages 18 to 13 is into the funky look. Narrow down your target audience and get better performance on your ads by making duplicate ads. You see here I just created a similar ad. It's pretty much duplicate, except we change a couple of the settings inside. When it comes to interest and age or gender, we're going to leave the same, because for this one we're only targeting females, but maybe we want to target maybe a little bit younger than 30 only. Maybe we want to target more than just shopping and fashion. So we create another ad, and then you just review your order and place your order. And when you place your order, again, it'll ask you if you want to create a similar ad, and you can create as many similar ads as you want very easily. Just every time when you place your order, you click yes, create a similar ad. So that is the page post engagement type of ad, and that's how you use it and that's how you run it. And for page post engagement, I mentioned before, but I'll mention it again, always use photos or videos. Do not use links, do not use text. You won't get good engagement with just links and just text. So photos and videos are crucial. All right, that's it, and I'll Okay, before I showed you how to boost a post using the Ads Manager, now I'm going to show you how to boost a post directly from a page. So the one I'm going to boost is this one here, and it's a video. And as I mentioned before, videos are very good for getting reach. You can see here I didn't promote it yet and I already have 5,220 people reached and 40 shares, 158 plus likes. So let's go ahead and boost it. Now you can see here I have a custom audience already saved for this one that I use for this customer. I recommend creating your own audiences and saving them so it's easy when you run the ad. Actually, let's do 60. Okay, so we just check over everything, make sure it looks good. You don't have much to check, but I'll show you later. We'll go in and we'll fine-tune things. So let's go ahead and boost it. You'll just get this one that says we're reviewing your post, and then you click OK. Now after you do that, you're going to want to go into your ads manager, and we'll see here it's in review. You can see I made another post previous to this video and it's still in review as well. So let's go ahead and edit it. And the first thing that you're going to see is the ad set name and then your overall ad set budget, how much is spent, and the start date. So go ahead and click on that. And now here, you're going to be able to adjust your targeting. But first we're going to edit our scheduling. To do a schedule, you have to have a lifetime budget set, which I do. And then we're going to go more options, run ad on a schedule. Now I'm going to want to run the ad when there's the most people active on Facebook and on my page. So to find that, I go to Insights, and you can see the Insights tab at the top of your page, and then Posts, and then you can see the different times that people are on your page. And so I can see here that I definitely want to be running the ad from at least about 7, probably all the way through till 11. Drops off a lot after 10, so maybe even like 10:30 or 11, it's okay. So I come back over here. We see my date goes from 15 to 21, so I don't have to worry about it. I can do every day. And we'll start from 7 o'clock until 11 o'clock. So now my ads are not going to be running from this time when there's a chance that people aren't going to be really seeing them. I mean, there's always a chance that people are going to see them, and there's always people that are on Facebook, but also this is kind of early and this is kind of late for people to be looking at product ads. So for pricing, I'm going to go ahead and change it to get the most views for the best price. Optimize for video views. Of course, this is a video. We can see our estimated daily reach here, which is pretty good. Then we can check out our targeting, and I'm going to edit some of the interest because not all of these would apply with this camera. For example, underwater photography would not. So I'm going to go down and find underwater photography and remove it. But all the other ones, it fits because all the other ones are just basic photography keywords. And everything looks good. So we are going to save it. Your changes have been saved. Continue. So that one we were just looking at is the budget, schedule, and optimization. And then here we have target and placement. And let's go ahead and check out that to make sure our targeting and placement is correct. So we have our pricing and targeting, and we double check everything, make sure it's on mobile newsfeed and desktop newsfeed. If it ever asks you if you want to show it on the right hand column, always say no. That it doesn't get as much engagement and exposure and actions as mobile newsfeed and desktop newsfeed. And go ahead and leave it on all mobile devices unless you're specifically targeting an Apple product or something related to Android or something like that. And then we save it and continue. And if you want to check it out, you can click it and it will show you the ad and what it looks like. And then here you're going to see the performance of the ad when it is approved and when it starts running. Now what I'll do, I forgot to change the name before. So I'm going to change the ad set name to my customer's abbreviated initials, what I use when I'm searching to create reports. I know that if I use specific ones for different people and for different clients, then I can always easily search and find all of the ones that I need for them. So for this one, it's the product, and save that. And now I'll go to my campaigns and I'll change the name and I will save it. And that is it. Now I just have to wait for my advertisement to be approved and then it will start running. And so those are the things you need to keep in mind when you're setting up your ad, running it directly from your page. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments section, and I'll see you soon. So the next type of ad that we're going to look at is to send people to your website or to any website URL. And it's very easy. When you're in the Ads Manager, you select Create Ad and then Send People to Website. And then here you type the website that you would like to send traffic to. For this example, I'll use my website. Now for this, choose a pixel. You will learn about that when you learn about conversions and how to track conversions. And so you don't need to worry about this if you're just sending them to your squeeze page. But if you want to track people that go to the sales page and then check out on the checkout page, then you can add a pixel to see how many people actually checked out, and you can track that. But I'll cover that in a later section. Now here you can change the name of the campaign if you would like. And a lot of this is the exact same as in the last ad that I showed you how to make, the PPE ad, page post engagement ad. So you can just follow all the other stuff from the page post engagement ad, except here, when you're creating your ad, you can also put multiple images in one ad. And to do that, you just click here, and then when you put all the different images, which should be 600 by 600 to fit correctly in the window, then all the images will scroll through in the ad. So if you have 3 images, then the 3 images will scroll through in the ad section. So here's an example. There would be the ads here, the pictures here. This is good if you have a bunch of different products that you want to put, like if you have 3 different shoe colors, or if you have 3 different related things, then you can put the 3 different images in there. For this one, we'll just do a single image ad, and then you select your image, and you make sure to write your headline and your text. You can also add a call to action button to it. So remember the call to action button that you added to your page before. If you have a URL linked to that call to action button, you can use a call to action button in the ad as well. And then you should add a newsfeed link description, which is just telling people why they should visit your page. And then you'll be able to see your ad for the mobile newsfeed, for the right column, and for the audience network. And so you can preview how your ad will look on each one of those. And I am not going to place this order because I don't have any creatives to run this ad, and I haven't created any audience for this one either. It's very, very similar to the page post engagement, except this one, it's sending people to the website. When I say it's similar, meaning a lot of the information that you have to fill out is exactly the same, and you can still see the estimated daily reach and the audience definition and the potential reach here. And then you can place the order, and then again, when you place the order, you can choose to create another ad similar, and it will create a duplicate ad, and then you can go through and change different interests and different things inside if you want, just to test different results for the different ads. Also, in your split testing, if you want, you can use different creatives, and you should use different creatives just to see what people are reacting to the most and what you're getting the most conversions from. Now, one thing that I'd recommend that you do when you do clicks to website, I recommend you set a retargeting pixel on your page, and all you have to do is copy the retargeting code and then put it on the page your web page that you put here, and then every time someone visits your website, you'll be able to retarget them specifically with ads later on Facebook. And again, you'll see that in the retargeting section. I highly recommend, if you're going to send people to your website, go ahead and throw a retargeting pixel on there, because retargeting makes up for a whole lot of sales and it is extremely powerful. If you haven't done retargeting before, then you should start to look into it and definitely pay attention to my lectures in this training on retargeting. So that's it on clicks to website, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so now the next type of ad I'm going to show you about is the increased conversions on your website one. This one, you'll need a conversions pixel for this one. And so basically what this is going to do is it's still going to drive traffic to your website, just like the ad to send people to your website, just like this one. But now you'll have to use a conversions pixel to track the conversions on your page, since the ad is specific for conversions. And so what you're going to have to do first is come into the ads manager for your account, and then go to conversion tracking, and then in conversion tracking, create a pixel. And then you're going to say what type of action you want to measure. So if the conversion that you want is checkouts, then you do that. If it's registration, then that, leads, key page views, adds to cart, and other website conversions. So you just click that one, then you name your pixel. I'm not going to make one because I already have one to use for this example. And then you come over to your ad, you put your website. If it was a specific page that you want to send people to, like a specific landing page, then be sure to put the extension in there. And then you choose your conversion pixel. So you see I already created one for this example. And then you just click continue. And the first thing you'll see is you can rename your campaign name if you want. And everything is very, very similar to the website ad one, except here you see it's optimized for website conversions. On the other one, it was clicks, website clicks, or just website visits. So this one is optimized for website conversions, and your conversion pixel that you created is going to track your conversions, and then you're going to be able to see how many people you converted on each of those days. And after you create your pixel, you can rename it here, email it to someone here, view the code, which you'll have to do that, and then you copy the code and paste it onto the page that has that you're driving the traffic to. And then if you want to delete it, you can delete it here, and then also you can come over here and you can create an ad from it, or you can link it to an active ad, or create a lookalike audience, or share the pixel. So then back on your ad, again, you can do multiple ad images or a single image, just like the one for the website in the last video. And everything is very identical to the other one, except like I mentioned, you now are optimized for conversions, and you're forced to use a conversion pixel. And then again, you can, after you place your order, I'm not going to place this order because I don't have any creatives to use for it. But after you place your order, just like in the first ad that I showed you, you can easily just click the button that says create similar, and then it will duplicate it. And then you can go in and change different interest if you would like. And again, that would be for split testing. So that is how you set it up to track your website conversions. And then again, when you want to check out your conversions, you can go over to your conversions tracking page in the ads manager, and then it will have all of your conversion pixels. If you get this message here that says one or more of your pixels aren't verified yet, I created a pixel and put it on a page that didn't have any traffic just so you could see this. It means that you have a pixel on a page, but you haven't gotten any actions on it at all. So if there's a conversion pixel for opt-ins and you didn't get any opt-ins, then it's not going to show the pixel as working. You have to send a few people, or even just go yourself and do it once just to activate the pixel. So that's it for conversion tracking, and also for website conversions, and I'll see you soon. Okay, now we're going to cover retargeting. And retargeting is when someone has visited your website and you want to target the same people that visited your website later with Facebook ads. So to do this, you'll come to audiences again, and then in audience, you will create an audience, and you're going to do website traffic. Now here you have the options: anyone who visits your website, people who visit specific web pages, people visiting specific web pages but not others, and people who haven't visited in a certain amount of time. So if there is someone who visited your page and you select this one, then that means everyone that visited your page, you're going to be able to retarget them with ads. Next one, people who visit specific web pages. This one is for if you want to make sure that it's only on specific pages that you have the pixel. For example, your conversion page. Like if you have a pixel that's only buyers that will have gone to that page, then you can use that. So you can create a specific buyer's audience. And you can set this up to 180 days. And you can either include past web traffic or starting from the current date. And you give your audience a name. Actually, let's just fill that out. So people who visited specific web pages, and then here URL equals, and let's just make it 4. All right, and you can see there that you can add more than one page on your website, but you'll have to have pixels on all the pages that you want to create audiences for. So for this one, we'll just do test, delete it, so I know to delete it later. Okay, now you click create audience. And then it says, thank you for creating a custom audience. Your audience is ready. But you see here it's too small. That's because you haven't added the pixel to the page yet. So now you select the audience, and to get the pixel for the audience, you click actions and then view pixel. Now you do that, and you're going to get your pixel code here, and then you can copy that and paste it to the different pages of your website that you want to create audiences from the website visitors. Okay, so after you have some traffic to your page, I'll show you down here. This is one I added to one of my websites the other day. And so since yesterday I've had 100 hits on this one. And if I want to use this one in an ad, then in the ads manager, when you create an ad, you have the option for using a pixel. So say I want to promote my page to people that have visited my website. This one, see it says audience, and then here is my Kite website retargeting. So there's only 100 people in that one, so the CPC, or the cost per click, will be very high, and on a budget of $10 a day, it's going to reach fewer than 100, and probably reach very few people with that one because it's a very small audience. So you want to have at least a couple hundred people in your audience in order to run ads. So when you select your pixel here, then it's going to make sure that only ads are served to the people that were on your website. And you can do it again with any type of ad. I just did this with page likes, but you can use pixels with any of these type of ads and then retarget people. Okay, so that is how to retarget. And again, after you have created your audience, you're going to put your pixel code onto your website page, and you get your pixel code here, and you're just going to copy and paste this onto your website somewhere between the head and your website code. If you don't know how to do that, it's also easy to do it in WordPress, and if you need WordPress training, I provide that on my website, digitalsolutions.website. All right, so if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Okay, now the next one I'm going to show you very quickly is raising attendance at your event. So to do this, first you're going to have an event, and it is very easy to make one. You just click here and event, and then we'll just call this one test event. If you have a link for your tickets to purchase tickets, or if they're free tickets or anything, you can put a link here. Then don't forget to set the event date. It'll tell you the weather. You don't have to do anything about that. If you want to set it so only admins can post to the event wall, click there. If you want to narrow the audience by gender, relationship status, education, interested in, and that's not interest, that means like interested in men or women. So you could do gender male, interested in male if you're targeting that type of demographic. And we have age, location, and language as well. When you create an ad for it, you can also, of course, add all of the interest for a normal ad. So now we have our event. Now let's go back over to our ads. And when we refresh the page, you can see here test event shows up because it's our only event on the pages right now. Then you click continue, and the rest is pretty much creating an ad just like normal with your custom audience if you would like. If you've created a custom audience, you can use a custom audience for it. Location, age, interest, behavior, everything as before. Then here we have connections. So of course, since this is an event, you're going to leave it on events. And I would recommend excluding people who are going unless you want to give them a reminder, but remember you're going to be paying for these. And if you'd like to save this special event audience, you can set your budget, optimize for event responses, make sure you do not change that. Here you can add up to 6 different pictures, and it will create different ads using the different pictures. Now it won't spend more money outside of your budget. All of these ads will run on the same budget, so you don't have to worry if you add 6 extra pictures that it's gonna go cost you any more money. And here it says it's incomplete, so you have to write more than that, obviously. And then again, you have your previews here. The only reason it says my ad may not be approved is because I have no picture for the event. And Facebook wants you to have a picture if you're going to be running an ad. You can see your recommended image sizes here. It's 1200 by 444. And then you just place your order. And that's it. That's how to create and promote an event using Facebook ads. Okay, welcome back. The next thing that we're going to cover is the Power Editor. To get to the Power Editor, you go to Manage Ads, and then down here on the left, you will see Power Editor. Okay, now on your Power Editor, you have different options up here at the top. Download to Power Editor means that you are going to download all of your campaigns from a certain ad account. So you see here I have 3 different ad accounts attached to my profile. So if I want to download all of the ads for one, then I just click download ad accounts, and then it will start downloading all of the accounts and ad sets and campaigns and everything. And then when it's finished downloading, you'll have all your ads and your ad sets and your campaigns. And then you can go through and you can check those out. And on the right hand side here, you can see what each ad was for. And you can see the daily budget and the total lifetime budget. And you can see all the informations for all of your ads. So if you'd like to add a new campaign, or if you would like to create a new ad set for a campaign, or if you'd like to create individual ads for a different ad set, then you just click here and you can do it. And then you can see here that you can either use an existing campaign that you already have going, or you can create a new campaign special for that ad. And then you give your ad a name and your ad set a name, and then you create it. Then you can edit. You can see and edit that ad that you created. You can also change the statistics from lifetime to last 7 days, yesterday, and custom, where you set your own dates that you want to see the results. Okay, and so then you can also come up here and you can select Manage Pages, and then that will show you all of your different pages, and then you can go through and select per page and see all the different posts for each of those different pages, and you can see reach and engagement and people talking about that as well. Okay, you can create ads as well. So you just select the page that you want to create an ad on, and then you click on Create Ad. Or you can also create a post directly from here by doing Create Post. And like I showed you before, you can also create a dark post from here, which means it's just an ad and it's not going to be published on your page. So that is another handy thing about the Power Editor, is you have easy view and access if you have multiple pages. And if you are handling other people's accounts, then you're definitely going to be using the Power Editor. Now the next thing that you can do is manage your account groups. You can also deactivate your account here, and you can click on For Report, and it will take you to the reporting section where you can create a report. But I will cover this in the reports section of the training. So let's go back to the Power Editor. And so you saw up here you have Manage Pages and Manage Account Groups, and then you can select which of your accounts that you would like to use with the Power Editor. And then over here you have the campaign dashboard, and you can see all of your active campaigns and how much you've spent on each one. And you can also see your budget. And then after that you have your image library, and you can see all of the different images that you have added to the different pages, and you can upload more images here as well. And then our custom audience pixels, you can see all of your pixel information here. I don't have so many on this account. And then after that we have conversion tracking. And if you created a pixel to show you conversions, then you will see all of the information for each of your conversion pixels here. And what a conversion pixel is, it's the code that you put on the page where people go after they've purchased something from you. So if they purchase something, then they get sent to a page, and then they pick up this conversion pixel, which shows that that one is a buyer. You can also use conversion pixels if you're just trying to get opt-ins. You can put a conversion pixel on the page they get redirected to after they've opted in. That way you can track them and target them with ads later. You can also create a new pixel from here, and you can say what type of action you want to measure. So you can say checkout, registration, leads, key page views, add to cart, other website conversions. So you select which one you want, and then you create your pixel name, and then just click Create Pixel. And then after you've created the pixel, you can easily come over here and create an ad, or you can link it to an active ad. So if you've already running an ad and then you want to link a pixel to it, then you can do it here, or you can create an ad special that will use the pixel, and it will target the people that have picked up that pixel. And when I say picked up the pixel, I just mean they visited your website, and the pixel triggers a cookie, and they get a cookie. If they clear their cookies, then it won't track it. Now the next thing that we have is reporting, and I'm going to go over this in a full section about how to create a report. We'll be covering this a little bit later. Then the next thing we have is billing and account settings. Now billing, there's something that is very interesting for you, for everyone who's going to be marketing on Facebook, and that is the billing threshold here. And you can set your billing threshold or request a billing threshold, and that will be how much you can spend before they bill you. So that means here they'll bill me after I've spent $1,000 in ads. And you can also set a account spending limit here so that no one can accidentally spend too much money. If you've given other people access, or even if you want to make sure that you don't spend too much, then you can set your limit here. So the billing threshold is something that is very interesting for a lot of people. So after billing is account settings, and I'm not going to go there because it's all self-explanatory. It's just your basic account information that you can adjust there. So that is the Power Editor, and as I said before, it can be very handy for creating ads and creating campaigns, and also reviewing posts and reviewing pages and reviewing your statistics very quickly and easily from a single location. So get comfortable and explore and start using the Power Editor because it comes in handy when you're marketing. All right, welcome back. So since I had made the last videos about the Power Editor, Facebook has made some changes to it. So I'm going to show you the new Power Editor. So we'll go to my Business Manager. Now here you can see on the side we have Business Settings. And here you can look at all the different settings. But the one we're going to be looking at is the Tools. Power Editor. Alright, so here we are inside the new Power Editor. And I'll start from the left side. On this side, we can now easily switch between our campaigns, ad sets, and ads. And we still have the create campaign here, and we can also create an ad set or an ad. And again, we have the search. So if we want to search by campaign name, we can add our filters here, and they are categorized in a drop-down menu. And this will take you to the audiences that we looked at previously, and your image library is here if you want to upload your images or see the images that you had uploaded for ads in the past. They'll be there. And you can come here for reporting and page post and tools. Now the stats over here that it's going to show is going to be by lifetime by default, but you can change it to whatever you want. And you still have the download to Power Editor and upload changes. And then over here we have the list settings, and so you can see what it's going to list out, and you can switch between your campaign columns, your ad set columns, and your ad columns. So you can see all the same things from the previous Power Editor are still there. They just have a different layout now, and now you can access your billing directly through the Power Editor, and your account groups and your account settings and your pixels, and then your campaign dashboard. And for page posts, in page post you'll be able to see all your different page posts, and then you have your pages on the side. Scroll down through all of your pages and you can select which one you want and then check out the stats on it. So you just click on the page that you want, and then it will show you all of the posts that were created, and it will show you the reach and engagement and the different stats on the side as well. You can also select how many posts per page, up to 250. I'm not going to do that because it'll take a while to load. And then if we go to reporting, you can see that the reporting is the reports that you had before, and if you want to create a report, easily create one here. And the breakdown is if you want to segregate by age, gender, country, region, you can set the time frame that you want the report for, and you can set the columns that you want, either performance, delivery, engagement. So let's go with engagement for this one, and then we can say what level we want it to show it. So we can say ad set level if we want, and then it'll show the individual ad sets. And if we wanted even to go as far down as to the ad level, then we can see each of the individual ads and what the results were on each of them. And it's cool that it shows you a little display so you can easily see what your ads were. And now you can save reports and you can export it as well. Here's the export button. So this is a handy little thing that they've added to the Power Editor, which makes reporting pretty easy, and it'll put them all in your report section so you can go through and see all of your reports at a glance. And then you can also go back through and you can delete them if you want, or you can export them again very quickly right here. And I don't need to talk about the audiences because it's the same as before. Basically, this video is just to show you the new layout and functions of the new Power Editor. So if you run into any problems on the Power Editor, or if you have any questions, then be sure to let me know. And that's it for this video. I will see you